dream, longing for a space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to chase your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high home. Rifles with me, let's start show. I'm a fighter, hunting for my dream. But to you, I'm as strong as I feel. I clench my fist, imagine me your kiss. I step forward into the mist. Shadow Walk, Shadow Walk, Shadow Walk, Shadow Walk.
Hey, how are you? What's on your mind? I'm good. I'm a coworker who seems to mock everything I do, even things I don't tell her. Why and how? Seems that there's something about you that she feels intimidated by. So it feels like she feels the need to undermine you because of something you're doing that she seems to feel inadequate about. Something about the group dynamics. So yeah, that seems to be the majority of what's going on, is you've somehow offended her in some way. And as for things you don't tell her, it just spreads. Like she's just getting it from somebody. Was there anything else that kind of stood out to you about that? You don't talk to anyone though? Well, what kind of tell me about the environment. What kind of job this even is, actually. Because when it comes to group dynamics, a lot of the time you don't have to actually talk to anyone because they will just make stuff up about you. They don't even really need to get it from the source. They will just develop a narrative and kind of run with that, even just going off of tiny things about you. If I wear a certain clothing, she does it. Yeah. So yeah, they're just picking apart whatever they can glean about you. If I diet, she starts, yes, you are definitely making her feel self-conscious and defensive. So it's like that weird mixture of, part of her admiring you, but she can't really communicate it in a healthy way. But this isn't unusual as long as it doesn't go into any like unsafe territories or situations that would make you feel very uncomfortable. So I think the best thing, what I'm getting at, is you should just mostly try to ignore it. Just it will pass. Does that sound good? Or do you think that might be a little? Oh, you're welcome. Um, hmm. Fuck.
Imagine me your kiss. I step forward into the mirror.
Hmm. Let me see.
Hunting for a dream, longing for a face. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high home. Rifle with
How'd it go?
start show. Imagine me your kiss. I step forward into the mist. Imagine you your kiss. I step forward into the mist. Shadow up. Shadow up. Hunting for a dream, longing for a face. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, your kiss, I step forward into the mist. Imagining your kiss, I step forward into the mist. Shadow walk, shadow walk, shadow walk, shadow walk. Hunting for a dream, longing for a space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to chase your heart into my very home. Over the rainbow, steady high home. Ride home with me, let's start show. I am a fighter, hunting for a dream. After you, I'm as I feel. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist.
What? Heads of Booth. The fuck is that? What?
Hunting for a dream, longing for space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high home, right for me, the stars will show. I am a fighter, I'm hunting for my dream. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I can't fight this, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the I am a fighter, hunting for my dream. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward
That'll
into
be.
the Longing for space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high hope, ride forth with me. Let's start the show. I am a fighter, hunting for my dreams. To you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I can't imagining your kiss. I step forward into the
I'm gonna psych everything.
I am a fighter, hunting for my dreams. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the hunting for a dream, longing for space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high hope, ride forth with me. Let's start the show. I am a fighter, hunting for my dream. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist. I am a fighter, hunting for my dream. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the hunting for a I wish I had. Since the day I saw your face, you may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high home, ride forth with me, let's start the show. I am a fighter, I'm hunting for my dream. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist. I am a fighter, hunting for my dream. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I catch my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the hunting for a dream, longing for space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high home, ride forward with me, let's start the show. I am a fighter, I'm hunting for my dream. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist. I am a fighter, hunting for. You're acting like a Plaid has been a key partner in strengthening our fraud protection program.
Whether you're a professional or just love getting hands-on with your home projects, Harbor Freight offers quality hand tools built to last, backed by a lifetime guarantee. And the best part? Prices that simply can't be beat. From wrenches to pliers to ratchets and sockets. Whatever you need, we've got it. Whatever you do it for less. Harbor Freight, your hand tools destination.
All right, let's watch this one. This has to stop by Asman. What?
Trump calls on Disney and ABC to fire Jimmy Kimmel. Is the most obnoxious person. Like, and the reason why I really hate Jimmy Kimmel is the two-facedness of him, right? Like, I respect people, like, in a way, I respect people like Joy Reid more than Jimmy Kimmel. Because Joy Reid is just a dumb, retarded, racist bitch. That's all she is.
Yeah.
And she never pretends like she's not. She never tries to act like anything else. That's what she is. And that's fine. But the problem, what I really fucking hate, is the fact that Jimmy Kimmel goes out there and goes on political monologues nonstop, but then says, can't go after me.
Asman is getting so much better at these, like, to be honest. This is so funny, man.
Well, why is nobody laughing? Why do you need a laugh track? Like, you go to a comedy club, there's no laugh tracks there. And so anyway, he's pretending like he's not flagged for PDP. He is. He is flagged for PDP. He's doing this. And look at this here. Jimmy Kimmel crying about ice in Minnesota. Jimmy Kimmel making jokes about Melania being a widow.
Yeah.
So what's the difference here? It's like you're laughing about this. You're making jokes about this. And simultaneously, you're crying about people that got killed. This is so fucking annoying.
Yep.
And no, I think this is ridiculous. Fucking trash bag he is. I mean, saying that somebody looks like an expecting widow is a very, like, there's no, like, where.
Especially, like, for a person where her husband literally almost got assassinated. Right? Like, that's a, like, first off, that's a crazy thing even without that. Like, even on its own, without the assassination attempt, like, that's already, like, kind of over the line. It's not really, like, what's the point of the joke? Right? And then, he said it was, he said before the attempt? Wait, before the first one? Before the first attempt? I thought this was recent. Is it not? But then he said it after the thing though, right? With, after what was okay, well, what I'm saying still applies. In that you're saying that to a person who had to go through her husband almost getting assassinated, right? Like, what is the point of it? Like, it's not even that funny, right? Like, it's
It doesn't even make sense.
What?
More assassination cases, more
What do you want?
violent language. So how is it that the person that got shot? Meanwhile, the police officer that shot this person didn't even have an investigation because it was so obvious that they were in the right. Meanwhile, you're trying to, make excuses for and talk about how it's funny that, like, the first lady is going to be expecting widow. It's disgusting.
It is
And so,
disgusting,
I absolutely hate this person.
It's even disgusting, even without that assassination attempt, even without that. It's a disgusting thing to say to anybody. Like, oh, like, your family member's gonna die? Like, no one would say, like, that's not funny. Right? Like, that's not funny to anybody. Really. Like, any sort of, like, joking about a family member dying, that's crazy. Like, what is that?
I do. I totally hate this person.
Totally
and
nasty,
I hope Trump
yeah.
gets more pressure on him, and it makes things worse.
Is it like, so
I think this. I hope the same thing that happened to Colbert happens to him too.
Yeah.
And he knows he should be sacked for comments. Like, he should be sacked for comments like that. I mean, I think that Trump should definitely. This is always my outlook, right? Is that I think about what would a person like this do to you, and then I just do that to them. Like I would do. Like that's my outlook on it, right? Like I don't think about like, oh well, you know, it's fair. Like I'm like, well, what would they do, right? And it's like, okay, well they like I mean, Jimmy Kimmel like, but where's the? This is the. Let me see.
Hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person with a heart attack, yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse poo,
So there it is, right? And so this is, and the reason why I don't like Jimmy Kimmel is because, like, I respect his freedom of speech, but I don't respect his political speech under the disguise of a comedy show.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea that you have used your show as a vehicle to push political ideology, but whenever you get pushback for that political ideology, now you act as, well, I'm just a comedian. I think that it's totally fine for him to say this. I don't have a problem with him saying this. Like, I mean, legally, right? I think he's a piece of shit. He's totally wrong. Yeah, like, I don't have a problem, like, you know, like, ethically with him saying
He should be like,
the problem is that you go on, and the Colbert's the same way, is that they go on and they make political statements, and they have a very, very one-dimensional political bias that they exercise, and then the moment that they get any pushback for that political bias, somehow this is a big, you know, now it's a victim parade. Now that, to me, it's like them don't aim for laughs, but for clapping and approval. I like that. I think that's a really good analysis. Yeah, they're not looking for laughs; they're looking for claps and approval. I don't really care about that. I mean, like, I just don't. Right? I mean, now, obviously, like, you should use every method. It doesn't matter whether it's hypocritical. It doesn't matter whether it's unfair. You should always attack your enemies in every way that you can. Now, I'm not trying to, like, you know, tone police you. But what I'm saying is that, like, you're asking me my opinion on it. I don't really care about that. Like, it's not, like, that's just really what it comes down to. I'm talking about politics like Billie Eilish and efficiently talking about the topic. Well, Billie Eilish, the thing is that, I mean, she doesn't really do politics a lot. She's made, like, what, 4 political comments her entire life? Who cares? So it's like, I don't really care about that as much as, you know, a guy like Jimmy Kimmel that does this as a career for like 15 years. Like, I mean, who cares? Must be a name that ends with Y. I really give a shit. And so, who fuck even watches cable anymore? I don't know who watches this guy at all. I really don't. And so, anyway, he's been getting a lot of push. Supported.
Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know if you will achieve financial stability soon. Going by your cards, the Empress in the primary position in reversed is showing that right now you are going through a bout of difficulty when it comes to your finances, but it is showing that things will even out. Three of Cups in the center position in reverse is showing that one of the main areas to try and ensure that your finances improve will be to try and curb some of your more social spending. So, whether it's through gaming or any kind of group event, we probably need to keep an eye on that and try to curb it. King of Wands in the final position is also warning against allowing your emotions to get you to a point where you start to splurge, because splurging usually does arise out of emotional instability or when someone's in a certain dysregulated state. So we need to make sure that whenever things aren't going exactly the best way in your life, that you're not relying on reflexive spending to help stabilize you. So I feel like if we tackle the areas that were addressed, then you will actually achieve financial stability soon. Now, if you want to know more about what the future holds for you, as well as any other issues that may come up, you can give me a call or send me a message.
It's weird because usually, like, I have no problem being able to do things like that, but I can't do it. Like, because I'm saying this word, is typing this word, because I have practice. Well, no, I type it regularly to people, honestly. It's one of my favorite words, and I still say it wrong every single time. It's just there's something wrong with my head there. I don't understand it. But anyway, I immediately called that out. I mean, the assassination of those two Minnesota lawmakers and also the husband, I think, as well, was disgusting.
Yeah,
And this person was a sick freak, and I think they should execute him. That's what I think, right?
Yeah.
And there's literally there's no fine print to that. Like, I mean, whether he was a Democrat or, like, I mean, I'm sorry, you show up to somebody's house like this, I don't care what political party you're from the political party of Halloween, okay? Like, you're fucking nuts. So, yeah, I don't care about that. The idea about this period is that it's sick. And nobody should be supporting this at all. Tim Walz wasn't happy. He worked for Walz, literally. Yeah, he worked for Walz. His friends said he was a Trump supporter. It's a wash. It is. It's a wash. Who knows what happened? Who knows why he did this?
The point that Aslan is making is it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Like, no matter what side the person is on, you should be against it. It's freaking obvious. Like, any civilized person would know that.
He had flyers in his car that were kind of schizo. It's very hard to say. The point is that you have people like Jimmy Kimmel that openly espouse assassination rhetoric on broadcast television. They do this plainly. Like, they say, like, there's no implication here. It's just obvious.
And having experienced what I did with the First Lady on Saturday night, I can tell you that she was anything but that. This kind of rhetoric about the president, the First Lady, and his supporters is completely deranged, and it's unbelievable that the American people are consuming him night after night after night. As president,
this is on purpose, man.
This
is on purpose.
Then do something about it.
Yeah,
create
exactly.
a new rule.
Fucking exactly. Thank you, Aslan. Yeah, fucking do something.
We'll do something to shut down public broadcast television that's advocating for violence or put some lawsuit against ABC or whoever is running the show. Like, do something about it to make, how did you get rid of Colbert, right? I mean, just do that too. So I don't know what this is. We need patent rooms for these people? Yes, definitely. And so why isn't the FBI at his door? Yeah, exactly. Like, why isn't this happening? And so, like, this is the problem that I have. Look at your opinion. Well, how do you highlight the difference between her expecting shots fired and Jimmy Kimmel's joke? I know there's a difference. I want to get your input. Well, I mean, like, so what do you think? If you know there's a
You
difference,
are
then why
allowed
would you
to
even
take
say
him.
it? Right? Why would you create this dichotomy or this comparison if you know that there's an obvious difference? Like, why would you even do that? Like, I mean, I don't like engaging with devil's advocates. I don't like doing that. I think it's a waste of my time. Like, if we're all on the same page with this, then I don't think we need to waste time, retracing, and retreading ground that everybody's already walked on. We know what's going on with this, right? And so, did I feel that? Yeah, no. There's a lot of people that do that. It's just that I have and I'm not mad at you for saying that. I'm not trying to be like a dick or anything. It's just that, like, I have a lot of people that do that, and it's kind of a pet peeve of mine. But I'm not, I'm not offended, right? That's just my opinion.
I think Trump said on Saturday night at this podium.
Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know what were their thoughts when they were watching you today? Going by your cards, the Hermit in the primary position is showing that the immediate thing that came to their mind was them simply observing that you did seem to be off by yourself. The Sun in the secondary position conveys that they have a wish for you to be a bit more outgoing and for you to enjoy yourself whenever you're anywhere. Queen of Pentacles ultimately shows that they also feel that you just aren't really as secure as you could be around people or different social settings. So overall, it seems like there's a growing desire for this person to grow closer to you and maybe bring out this other side of you that they're wishing for you to see. Now, if you want to know more about what the future holds for you, as well as any other events that may come up, you can give me a call or send me a message.
It's this behavior B that doesn't backfire in the future by corrupt usage. So everything can so being worried about corrupt usage of something is, in my opinion, it's a logical fallacy, because corrupt usage implies that it's not being used by a person that is in good faith in the first place. So why would you expect a person who's acting in bad faith to need a law to do that? A bad faith actor, whatever they want, regardless of what the laws are. They'll twist whatever they want to make whatever conclusion they need to. So the idea that you need to write things and do things in a way to prevent a bad actor in the future from taking advantage of them, it's just impossible to do that. It is, and the reason why is because those people that would do that in the future will not care about what the law says. They'll just simply apply whatever their viewpoint is, period. I think that you can look at the the COVID tyranny as a great example of that. You needed no precedent for this. All you need is the opportunity. So anyway, going back to what your question was, how do you actually make a law? I think that anybody that's advocating for, well, actually, we don't need to make a law. What am I talking about? We don't need to make a law. We already have already millions of laws on the books about, like advocating for violence, like trying to solicit, like any sort of like domestic terrorism, etc. So we don't need to invent new laws. All we need to do is apply the existing ones. So that's what I think that we should do. It seems very obvious. And punishment is the deterrent. Exactly. It's important to have somebody to hold someone responsible against. Vague laws make it harder to hold bad actors against. Well, we already have the laws, right? Like, I don't think that we need any new laws. Like, that's really the answer. Is that all we need are the existing laws, things for inciting, like let me just like list of inciting laws of laws against inciting violence against a group of people, actually against someone in the U.S. So I mean, like, yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll go through this. Yeah. Solicitation to commit a crime of violence, anti-riot act, insurrection or rebellion, threat statutes, civil rights statutes, incitement to riot or violence, terroristic threats, hate crime enhancements, hate crimes. So hate crimes are it's like
It's a bonus, basically.
it's like a damage multiplier, right?
Yeah.
Hate crime is not a crime in itself, but if you do something
It's an
and you
enhancement
did
on
it
the crime.
because of a racial reason, it's like
Increases
a
the penalties,
multiplier,
yeah.
right? So it's like added cold damage or added. It's like it basically.
Speaking my language. She's speaking my language. I
But
love
if you
it.
don't get a hit, you can't get a crit either. What is this?
The left is doing this, and the right
That's crazy. It's not the only people doing this. Okay.
does it just as much online. You can understand.
No, they don't. It's just obviously not true. I mean, like every polling and statistics says that's not true.
While we're on edge as conservatives, though, 3 times the president, Steve Scalise, Brett Kavanaugh, Charlie Kirk. Heck, there was even a plot against Russ Vought the other day, who's the head of the Office of Management and Budget. Conservatives are, I think, rightfully on edge because this keeps happening over and over and over again, and people keep calling Donald Trump a Nazi, and they keep calling him a fascist, and they keep repeating lies about him that are not true, yet they keep getting repeated regarding Epstein and other things. But I'm just telling you, as a conservative who lives in this every day, my friend was murdered last year. My president's had 3 assassination attempts. I have a knot in my stomach about it every day that I wake up.
I want to hear what Scott Jennings thinks about designating some of these groups as terrorist organizations and then weaponizing the National Guard and the military against them directly. Because if you're not willing to do that, you're not willing to solve this problem. I want to know what he thinks about taking all of these violent protesters, these rioters.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because some want a house in the desert. Others do not. Find exactly what you're looking for. Booking.com.
Oh shit! Employees attack LA warehouse review. Oh my goodness! I heard about this. I heard about this. California, it's happening in California. To the ground. Gee,
After employees didn't get a raise. Look at that. The guy who did it, he actually built it too. This is terrible. Look at this.
Chamel rolled him, huh?
Look at it. It's a toilet paper products warehouse. Look what he's doing.
You know, we may not get paid enough to live, but these dirt cheap. All you had to do was pay us enough to
This is
live.
terrible.
All you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
What a fucking psychopath. I'm just being real. Like, what a fucking psychopath. If you don't like the wages, then fucking leave and get another job. That's ridiculous. Like, just because you don't get what you want doesn't mean that you get to act like a fucking child and throw a tantrum and like destroy a lot of inconvenience a ton of people. By the way, and not only that, I don't know if you knew this, but you doing this is going to make everyone else lose their job too. I don't know if you knew this. But now everybody else doesn't have a place to work. The other people that want to work, they don't have a place to work now. Thanks to your retarded ass. This is, you know what this is? This is a ton of people that do not have the ability. You know what? I'm going to go into like a greater societal problem. So this is not just a problem with this person. This is a problem that society is having as a whole. And that is people who are unable to control themselves. They're unable to be like, there's this thing I want to do, but you know what? I'm not going to do it because it's not good for me to do it. The ability to just like resist temptation and not do the fucking animalistic thing that you're thinking, whatever that is. right? You can apply this to like so much shit in society. Like, oh, you have people that see other people like standing in front of the subway, and they're like, you know what'd be really funny is if I put him into the fucking thing and he gets hit by the subway car, and they can't resist the impulse control to not actually do it. It's like they have fucking permanent Tourette's, but like worse, right? And you have like a ton of people that do this, right? Again, person standing there, not stab them. Oh, there's a woman sitting in this chair on the subway. I want to stab her. I guess I have to do it. Oh, I'm pissed off because they didn't pay me. They didn't pay me in this warehouse to they didn't pay me enough. How much I want? I would really love to burn the place down. I guess I have to do it, right? Oh, I kind of feel like I am a different gender. Maybe I shouldn't do it, but actually, fuck it, I'll just do it anyway. That's what I mean. There's a lot of people that have the inability to stop and think about what they're doing. There's so many people that are doing this nowadays, right? Like, oh, should we have unprotected sex? Might have a kid. Oh, fuck it. Who cares?
Who the fuck is leaving?
On and on and on and on and on. Oh, should I buy this really expensive thing? It make me feel really good if I bought this really nice purse, or I bought this really nice jewelry. It make me feel great. Or I bought this really nice car. It make me feel great. I can't really afford it right now, but you know what? Fuck it. Credit card YOLO, right? All of these people, and then they rack up debt. Impulse control is a huge problem right now in society. It's massive, and from what I understand of impulse control, and this is what I heard about it. This is I watched a podcast about this and over on Basecamp, and as far as I know, impulse control is actually a thing that the more you impulse control, the more you are. It's the thing that. The more you do it, the better you are at it, right? So the more you exercise impulse control, you develop the discipline to continuously do it. But then if you give in to impulse control, the opposite happens. You actually have less of an ability to do it, right? And this is the issue. There's so many issues, right? Oh, you know what I'd really love to do? I'd really love to eat a fucking tub of ice cream right now. And then they fucking eat.
Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know if you should stay with Robert. Going by your cards, the strength card in the primary position and reversed is showing that right now the relationship isn't in its best spot. However, Wheel of Fortune in the secondary position is showing that things will end up turning around pretty soon within the next week. So if you're worried that things are going to spiral out of control, I don't think you should worry there. But the important thing is represented in Nine of Wands in the final position. With it being reversed, it's mainly signifying that regardless of where the relationship is right now, it is clear that you're not really feeling secure in how things are, even when things are good. And by that, it means that you feel like you're not able to really be your full self in the relationship. So, going off of that by itself, I would say that you most likely shouldn't stick with Robert, but it is worth it to go ahead and just have one last talk with him to see if he can work things out and address the concerns you have. Now, if you want to know more about what the future holds for the two of you, as well as any other issues that may come up, you can give me a call or send me a message. I'm only at 3. Huh? Hello? Oh. Hey. Oh, so you're just playing Tekken. Well, you're not missing anything. I look really bad because I was very late in getting online. And just nothing's really been happening just yet, other than the antics in the Discord server.
Been activated to help relocate impacted workers and minimize customer and how everyone lost their jobs.
Exactly.
About 3 weeks. Yeah, they started making good money. Now they call this something to relocate us to another warehouse.
So this guy, he says he was making good money. He was happy with the pay.
I haven't looked at Discord in a bit now. They're just doing the same thing.
They don't think beyond the first order.
Just being weirdos.
They don't understand that, like, if I push this ball, it's gonna roll. That ball will eventually hit something. It's like in their eyes, they don't see that. They see like my finger touches ball goes forward. Okay, cool. Well, I push the ball, it goes forward. They don't see that ball hits something else, which hits something else, which hits something else. They don't see that. They're incapable of understanding that.
Because somebody else felt like they should have got a raise. And look, people are pointing out that the CEO makes $16.4 million a year, or $7,800.
Okay, Anne, do you know what the CEO does? So because you're jealous that you didn't work yourself to like a position like this, you wanna fuck everyone over? Like it's crazy. Who thinks like this? Like, who thinks like this? The question is whether it's worth that money or not. Who are we to say that? Like I don't understand. Like who are any of us to say that he deserves that he deserves that or not? It's not our fucking business. This is what I mean. This isn't anyone's fucking business. This is the company's fucking business.
$1 an hour. That is law.
Oh my god, why does this person keep sending me messages about...
But we just heard from another employee who wasn't upset about his...
It's the guilty server. It ain't Selfie Surfer anymore. Exactly. You are quite correct. I tried to warn them, and it was just too late. They never listen. This is why she calls me the Herald. I'm just like Silver Surfer. I try to warn people to beware of Galactus. And once again, another community falls. I feel like I'm starting to see the NLP. Yes, exactly. Once you've seen her method, once you've seen her destroy a world one time, everything else makes perfect sense. I need you to remember everything that you've seen from her, because this is just a routine. It's not a coincidence. She will replicate it many, many, many times over until she is stopped.
I just do whatever.
She is a blight.
I store it up. Like when I just use it.
If this person doesn't stop sending me messages about his girlfriend,
because your work never ends. You can always do more. And like every single decision, so much rests on every single decision that you make. And that stress, and like that amount of focus and that amount of that you have to go through is why people get paid more money. It's because they hustled for it. That's why. And obviously there's like companies and like rich people, to suck dick all the way up. We already talked about this the other day about the dick sucking aristocracy that goes on in like companies. Because like the more you suck dick, the higher up you go. So you have people that like they specialize in sucking dick, and like it just creates like this big dick sucking pyramid. But like that's not everybody. That's not everyone, and like even if it is, it's none of your fucking business. Like it's none of your business.
Without any injury.
He
Now, the
could
building
hurt
has
people.
major damage, including several semi-trucks parked near the loading
And if
area.
you have a problem with it, then fucking make your own company. Like, if you live in fucking America, make your own fucking company. If it's that easy, then fucking do it.
Major damage. There is nothing left. Look,
You can stream right now. You can start a drop shipping company right now. You can do all of these things right now. What the fuck is stopping you from doing it? I'm just being real. Like you hear people say, "Oh yeah, but you know you're a streamer. You don't understand. Why aren't you streaming then? If it's that easy, why the fuck aren't you doing it?"
the exterior of the facility still exists, but everything inside is gone. Now, the employee probably did this thinking to himself, I'm going to send a message to the fat cats that run this place, but they weren't even the people responsible for his pay. They own the warehouse, but they didn't pay him at the same time. How does it work?
There was I literally just watched a video about this like black woman that was like, I really like egg rolls and I think that they can be better. And she's opened up a fucking egg roll company.
Seeing how fast she got the server, yes.
How can you do it? How can all of these people
Very
agree?
experienced.
Like, where the fuck do you think the businesses come from? Do you think they only come out of rich people? It's so fucking copium. Like I'm just being real, and I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying that the government isn't constantly like slapping you with their fucking dick constantly. They are. The government is definitely fucking you over. Especially if you live in California, government regulations, licensing, all of this shit is fucking you over. Obviously, it obviously is fucking you over.
Their house go about
It could
finding
be
employees
easier.
to work there. They put up an ad for the job,
And
and
I think we should make it easier for people to make businesses personally. Like, you know, like fuck all of that shit. If I want to sell something to someone, just let me sell it. Like I'm just all of this regulation stuff, the government, oh, we're the government, we're here to help, we know what's better, we're gonna fix things for everyone. Shut the fuck up. I already know what you do. I already know that everything you do, government, is fucking shit. Every single thing that you do.
and if they don't get any responses, they raise the pay until they do. It's not like they were paying people a wage that nobody was willing to work for. The other guy said he was getting paid good money.
And tonight, many who work there say they are concerned about their jobs. But as I
Yeah, they
mentioned
don't want
just moments ago,
see.
fire officials sharing
They
some
don't wanna
details
lose their
about
job.
the person that was arrested.
So initially, he was believed to be an employee of Kimberly Clark. However, it is confirmed that he is an employee of NFI Industries, which is a third-party
Right.
distributor of.
So you were telling me that this guy burned down the product of a company that wasn't even the company that wasn't paying him right.
How much does their CEO make? That's what I want to know. It
Now,
doesn't even matter.
spokesperson for the
That's the
company,
answer.
Kimberly Clark,
The
released
right
the
answer.
following statement, which reads in part, "Safety is our top priority, and we can confirm there are no reported
Thank
injuries."
God.
Now,
These people make me
is
so
operated
mad.
by a third-party partner, and we are working closely with them and local authorities. But again, fire and police investigate.
Sorry, I get so heated about this because these people make me so fucking mad. They make me so mad because they're just jealous fucking animals. That's what they are. They're jealous animals that they cannot control. That they do not have control of the thing which makes people civilized. They have no control over that.
Updating us on this.
Oh God, he's still sending me money. Oh my God.
Oh, he's 29.
Why?
No motive so
So he's a
far
grown adult.
on this investigation.
I want to tell him to chill. Hello, this is Shanoa. Now, regarding your question, you're wanting to know if there's any possible future between you and Brennan. Going by your cards, Page of Cups in the primary position is showing that there already is some potential between the two of you when it comes to romance. It's also showing through King of Pentacles in the secondary position that the relationship itself would be of high quality without there being any glaring issue on either side. Now, the only problem I am seeing is shown in Queen of Swords in the final position. Due to it being reversed, it's showing that there will be an event between the two of you if the two of you end up being together, where you will be tested and it will become a make or break type obstacle between the two of you. So, what this translates to me seems to be that there will be an incident where either he does something that you don't really appreciate, or he suddenly imposes something on you that you're not entirely comfortable with. And it will depend entirely on how you react during this period as to where the relationship goes from there. Now, if you want to know more about what this future event could be, as well as both of your compatibilities in terms of personality, you can give me a call or send me a message. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, that's a lot of messages.
Yeah, he ran around different areas.
Arson, but authorities have not released a motive despite salary claims in this video.
All you had to do was face enough to
I think that's the motive.
Employees tell us is
Obviously.
a 29-year-old.
There's things that are going on with the world right now, but that you don't go and burn a building down because your life is horrible.
Exactly.
Interesting. So perhaps this person was angry about certain things happening in the world, and that threw him over the edge. But is that an excuse either? I definitely don't think so. Neither does this employee. Besides, how bad are things for this person? They've got a job. They live in America. It's a free country. They're getting paid to do something other people cannot apply to do because all employee positions in the warehouse are filled.
It's absurd. It's absurd.
Oh my god, yes.
It is absurd.
Was operated by third-party industries and how required by the state to claims for hours.
Build your inventory. Thank God no one was hurt in this incident. But
Yeah,
you need
exactly.
to think about the precautions that he could have put everyone through it. Everyone's families, like not even in the warehouse. Like I'm talking about, this could have spread through the homes that were nearby.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
insane.
And I'm sure he will, because he's going to be in jail for a long time, and then he's going to be in prison for a long time. This warehouse is not the only business in California being attacked. Look at this.
The scary just released video starts with a car crashing into a jewelry store's front entrance. Then, at least 8 other vehicles pull up like clockwork.
Holy
25
shit.
masked thieves swarm in.
25 people.
Take note, each thief is covered from
Do you really need that extended the high capacity magazine? Do you really need it? I mean, come on. Do we really need that in like a civilized society? Like, what do you need it for?
head to toe, making identification difficult.
Wow.
They're armed with sledgehammers, which they use to smash
This is
open
insane.
display cases. Terrified owner runs for cover.
The jewelry store takeover may look like absolute chaos, but it's not. Instead, we're learning it was a highly organized heist where the crooks knew exactly what they were going for and how to get in and out.
Sounds like a perfect situation for a fucking fully automatic rifle. What do you think, Ken? Like an M249 would have been fucking sweet there. Like, honestly.
The entire
Now, okay,
It's
when you see
amazing.
something like this, which happened last year, but the video's only recently come out because this Inside Edition video was posted 3 weeks ago. When you see this, same people robbing this jewelry store, they have the same mental idea about what they're doing as the guy who burned down that paper products place, because these people, they think the store's got insurance. They think this is a store for rich people. They
That should just be called the Target Rich environment.
think that it's unfair that stores like this exist and that millionaires can go in and buy stuff